What if I told you that your body starts losing muscle before you even notice it's happening? Not at 60, not at 50, starting in your 30s and speeding up hard once you hit 40. Research from Harvard Medical School found that most adults lose 3 to 5% of their total muscle mass every single decade after 30. And if you're not doing anything about it, that adds up to more than 30 pounds of muscle gone over a lifetime. That's not a scale number. That's your strength, your balance, your independence, quietly walking out the door while you're busy living your life. But here's the part nobody tells you. You can slow this down and in some cases even reverse it with just 5 simple movements. No gym, no equipment. And the 5th one on this list is the one almost everyone skips, the one that's quietly wrecking your lower back without you even knowing why. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what to do about it. Hey, welcome back to Bloom Late, the channel where we prove that your best years don't have an expiration date. Before we get into it, drop your name and the country you're watching from down in the comments. I love seeing where this community is coming from. And if you're the kind of person who actually wants to feel strong and capable well into your 60s and 70s, type 1. If you're just here to browse, no worries at all, type 0. I made this video because I kept seeing the same thing over and over. People in their 40s who felt like their body just started betraying them out of nowhere. Stiff knees. A back that complains after gardening. Stairs that used to be nothing suddenly feeling like a workout. And the truth is, this isn't really about getting old. It's about what we stop doing. This channel isn't about chasing symptoms after they show up. It's about preventing them in the first place, so you're not scrambling to fix a problem that never had to happen. So let's talk about what's actually going on inside your body in a way that actually makes sense. Think of your muscle like the charge on an old phone battery. When your phone is new, it holds a charge all day without you thinking about it. But every year that battery ages, it holds a little less. You don't notice it day to day, but one year you plug it in and realize it's draining twice as fast as it used to. That's exactly what's happening with your muscle after 30. You begin losing 3 to 5% of your muscle mass per decade, quietly in the background, while you're focused on work, family, everything else life throws at you. Now here's why this problem doesn't just stay the same, it actually accelerates the less you use it. Picture a dirt path through a field. If people keep walking that path every day, it stays clear, worn in, easy to travel. But stop walking it for a few months and weeds take over fast. Suddenly, what used to be an easy walk is a struggle through overgrowth. Your muscles and joints work the exact same way. The less you challenge them, the faster your body assumes you don't need that strength anymore, and it starts reallocating resources elsewhere. That's why the decline after 40 doesn't feel gradual, it feels like it happened overnight, even though it's really been building for years. I want to tell you about someone a lot of you will recognize. A guy in his mid-40s, active job, walked the dog every morning, felt totally fine, on paper, healthy. Then one day he bent down to pick up a laundry basket and his lower back seized up so badly he couldn't stand up straight for 2 days. Nothing dramatic happened, no accident, no injury. His body had simply been losing strength in silence for over a decade, and that one ordinary movement was the tipping point. The good news is that after he started doing a handful of simple bodyweight movements consistently, just a few times a week, his back pain disappeared within a couple of months, and he told me stairs stopped feeling like a chore for the first time in years. That's the power of catching this early, instead of waiting for a wake-up call. So let's get into the 5 movements. Number 1 is the horse stance. Think of this one like the foundation of a house. Nobody sees a foundation, but everything above it depends on it being solid. The horse stance builds that same kind of unglamorous foundational strength in your hips, knees, and legs, and it sharpens your balance and focus at the same time. To do it, stand with your feet wider than shoulder width, toes turned slightly out, then lower your hips as if you're about to sit in an invisible chair until your thighs are close to parallel with the floor. Keep your chest open, your spine tall, and breathe slowly the whole time. Start with 3 rounds of 30 seconds. This single move can make climbing stairs feel effortless again. Number 2 is the plank. I like to think of your core as the guy wires that hold up a tent pole. The pole itself isn't what keeps the tent standing, it's the tension in those wires around it. Your spine is the pole, and your core is the tension that keeps everything upright and stable. A strong plank protects your lower back from exactly the kind of sudden strain that put our friend from earlier out of commission. Get onto your forearms and toes, elbows stacked right under your shoulders, and hold your body in a straight line from head to heels. No sagging hips, no breath holding. Start with 3 sets of 30 seconds and build from there. Number 3 is the deep squat, and I like to call this one your body's report card. Most adults lose the ability to comfortably hold a deep squat by their 40s, and that loss quietly predicts stiff hips and lower back pain down the road. Practicing it restores the natural range of motion your joints were built to have. Stand with feet shoulder width apart. Sink your hips as low as you comfortably can. Heels planted, chest lifted. If it feels too stiff at first, hold on to a door frame or sturdy chair for support. Work up to holding this for a full minute. Number 4 is the push-up, and this one is your early warning system for upper body strength. Beyond building muscle in your chest, shoulders, and triceps, push-ups also help maintain bone density, which naturally starts declining in your 40s, especially if you're not putting any load through your bones. Hands just wider than shoulder width, body in a straight line, elbows tucked at roughly 45 degrees as you lower down, then press back up with control. If a full push-up is too much right now, do them from your knees or against a wall. Aim for 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. And now, the 5th exercise, the one I promised you at the start, the one almost everyone skips, the glute bridge. Think of your glutes like the parking brake on a car. When they're switched off from too much sitting, all that pressure that should be handled by strong muscle rolls right down onto your lower back instead. And that's exactly where the pain shows up. Lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, then squeeze your glutes and lift your hips until your body forms a straight line from knees to shoulders. Hold for a second at the top, then lower slowly. Aim for 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. This one movement takes the pressure off your spine and wakes up muscles that hours of sitting quietly switched off. So let's bring it all together. Horse stance for your foundation, plank for your core stability, deep squat for your hip and back mobility, push-ups for upper body strength and bone health, and the glute bridge, the most overlooked one of all, to protect your spine for decades to come. Do these 3 times a week and give yourself a rest day in between, and you'll start feeling the difference faster than you expect. If this video gave you something useful today, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need to hear it. Subscribe if you want more videos like this one, and if you know someone in their 40s who's been feeling stiffer or weaker lately, send this their way. It might be exactly what they need. Let me know in the comments which one of these 5 are you starting with today. And if you want to know how to actually build this into a full routine you'll stick with, watch the next video. I'll see you there.